Unit 3 Geometry Part 7 3.1 Problem Set. How many lines can be drawn through a point? If this is the point, how many lines we can draw through it? Many lines, uncountable lines we can draw from it, passing through it. So answer is infinite. How many points are required for determining a plane? 3 non-collinear points. There is exactly one plane passing through 3 non-collinear points. So answer is 3 non-collinear points. How many lines can be drawn through two distinct points? If these are the two distinct points, passing through it we can draw only one straight line like this. So answer is 1. Which of the following determines a plane? A line and a point outside it. On the line we can consider the 2 points that are collinear, and the point outside it means the total 3 points which are non-collinear. If the sides of an angle are extended, the measure of the angle is, here if this angle is of 60 degree, and if we extend the arms of the angle, the measure of the angle will remain as it is. That's why answer is remains as it is. How many origins does a ray have? If this is the one point and if we draw the ray from it, so ray has the only one starting point or the origin point, and it is infinite in the direction of the arrowhead. So answer is only one. A ray has the only one origin point. If many lines can be drawn through 3 or more points, then the points are called as. Here if we draw the 3 lines, the points which are on this line and the points which are on these 2 lines are collinear points? No, that are non-collinear points. Because what is the meaning of the collinear points? The points which are present or lie on the single straight line. Here the points lie on the 3 different lines. That's why non-collinear is the answer. The measure of a right angle is 90 degree. This question is very easy. You have learnt it from the 4th standard. An angle measuring in between the 0 degree and the 90 degree is called as an acute angle. An angle measuring in between 90 degree to 180 degree is called as an obtuse angle. Consider this is the plane and angle is drawn on this plane. So how many parts are there? The exterior part, interior part and the part of the angle, means the points which are lie on the arm. So 3 parts. The measure of an angle is 40 degree. Then find its complementary angle. You know that the sum of the complementary angle is 90 degree. So let the complement of the 40 degree, this given 40 degree, be x. So we can write the equation like this: x plus 40 is equal to 90. After calculating, you will get here 50 degree as answer. The sum of the supplementary angle is 180 degree. The sum of supplementary angle is 180 degree. If the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then the two angles are called as the complementary angles or complementary of each other. If one side of two angles is common and the remaining two sides are opposite rays, then these angles are called as adjacent angles. Here 4 options are given: obtuse angle, complementary angle, opposite angles and the adjacent angles. This is only one angle, and here in this question 2 angles are mentioned. So obtuse angle is not the correct option. Complementary angles means the pair of angle, but in the complementary angle, one complementary angles may be the separate or adjacent. If we consider the adjacent angles, then the common remaining uncommon arms are not in opposite directions. So we cannot write the answer as a complementary angle. Opposite angles do not have the common arm. So opposite angles is also a wrong option. And adjacent angles is the correct option here. But there should be the linear pair angles. Actually, the option should be the linear pair angles, but here these three options are wrong, and the adjacent angles, that interiors are separate and they have the one common arm. It is not compulsory condition that uncommon arms should be in the opposite directions. So we can write the answer here as a correct answer, adjacent angles. The measure of opposite angles are equal. The lines perpendicular to the given line are parallel to each other if this is the line, and if we draw the two perpendiculars here to the given line, then these two lines, these perpendicular lines, are parallel to each other. So answer is parallel. The lines parallel to the same line are parallel to the each other. If these are the two lines, and if we draw one more line to parallel these two lines, that is also an angle when two arms are in opposite directions. If this is the origin point P and the ray is PQ and the another ray is PR, they will form the straight line, means the straight angle. So its measure is 180 degree. Intersection of a plane and a line not in the plane is a point. The measure of an angle between an hour hand and minute hand at 12 o'clock is 0 degree. The position of the hands will be like this. So the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand is 0. So answer is 0 degree. What is the measure of the angle between the minute later? In how many points will two parallel lines intersect? Parallel lines do not intersect to each other, so answer is 0. What is the measure of an angle transverse by a minute hand from the 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock? 360 degree, because 1 hour means the minute hand completes the one rotation, means the complete angle, and its measure is 360 degree. If the sum of the two angles with common vertex is 90 degree, then they are complementary angles. How many points are needed for determining a line? 2 points we need for it. Means to draw the line, how many points are necessary? 2 points. Two opposite rays with common origin form a line. This common origin, point P, they form a line. These two rays. This is the clock, and the clock is the example of the circle, and the measure of the circle is 360 degree. We know that 1 hour means 60 minutes. So when 1 hour minute hand completes one rotation, it starts from 12 to 12, means the complete rotation, means the 1 hour. So one complete rotation of the minute hand means the 60 minutes, and that is the measure of the degrees. So we can find out 360 divided by 60 is equal to 6 degree. So 1 minute is equal to 6 degree, or the marking small divisions are here. 5 divisions are from 12 to 1. So one small division is equal to 6 degree. So angle between the minute hand and hour hand at 1 o'clock. This is the 12 and this is the 1. Question number 22. So from the 12 to 1 there are 5 small divisions, and we know that one division means the 6 degree. So 5 divisions means 5 into 6 is equal to 30 degree angle. So answer is 30 degree angle. Like this you can calculate. Understood?